Hey guys, Untitled Boxer again. Before we get into the leaked footage, I just wanted to thank you all again. This has truly meant the world to me. A while back I made the charge style, and since uploading it to this channel, I've not only gained a massive following, but I've even managed to get my style into the game. So, quickly, I need to say my thanks. Thank you to George for featuring me back when I had a smaller following. Without him the video might have gone unrecognized and I may not have the amazing fans I currently have now. Next, I want to give a huge thanks to Drowning Some, the developer of UBG, for even considering my little idea. What started off as a simple concept video has been translated beautifully into the game, so I just want to highlight how much of a hard worker this guy is. And of course, thank you, the viewer watching this video. Whether you've been with me since the start, or even if this is the first you've seen of me, truly, thank you. It's been a long time coming, but now, everyone, let's dive right into the charge style. So as I'm sure you all know by now, a leak made by Drowning recently showcased the new style coming alongside the rollback update. That's, of course, charge. So let's just dive into the footage. Okay, that was quick and there's already so much to unpack here. First off, let's focus on the damage. It seems like Charge's base attack damage is pretty solid overall. Its light attacks look like they're pretty strong, probably similar to something like Turtle or Iron Fist. As for Charge's heavy attack, it seems like this heavy deals a pretty high amount of damage as well. My guess is the damage stats are going to be pretty much just Ippos. But I do think that Charge's heavy will only come from one direction, since Ippos should be superior to Charge in some ways. We could also see at the end that Charge's dashes are pretty small, which probably means his dashes won't be strong like Ippos, and will instead be more similar to Basic or Kimura, maybe even worse. However, the main star of this clip is the Stampede ability, which is something that's completely original to Drowning's version. In my version, I just thought of the charge mechanic being built into its forward dash, with some mechanic that makes it harder to use, such as the extra stamina drain and the stun if the opponent blocks your charge. This, however, is perfectly fine with me. Having it tied to an ability makes it less oppressive to face, since now, they'll have to be patient if they want to charge again. Speaking of the Stampede ability, it seems pretty accurate to the manga, and honestly, better than I imagined. The startup seems pretty slow, and you glow for a bit with aura, so it's going to be perfectly reactable, letting the opponent get out the way before things get too bad. However, if the Stampede connects, you'll be in for a rough time. From what it looks like, if it lands you'll stick to the opponent like glue, stopping them from moving away, and you'll be able to land gut punch after gut punch after gut punch, just like I imagined. It looks like you deal reduced damage while in this state, however, and you also can't use your heavy attack, another drawback I listed a while ago. This also drains quite a bit of stamina, so hopefully, this leads to some good counterplay to Stampede. Yeah, the Madman leaked the ultimate as well. Honestly, this ultimate is absolutely brutal. The punches have such a dense and powerful sound to them, and it's honestly just kind of insane how they just sort of go limp during the ultimate. You even launch them into the air with the final uppercut, which is pretty cool. I am a little sad that the ultimate I thought up wasn't used, but it makes sense since my version requires a ring corner to pull off, so how would it work outside of the ring? Anyway, looks like instead of using Imai's second fight with Itagaki as the inspiration, he took his brutal fight with Hoshi, the Seiken user, instead. This fight was just a slugfest, which ended and Imai landed a flurry of blows and finished it off with an uppercut and overhead. Pretty good looking ultimate. It will probably deal normal ultimate damage. One thing to note, however, is it can be used during Stampede, meaning that Stampede isn't something like Shotgun, where it connects and automatically does damage. Instead, you, the player, have control. And since he didn't show if you can block while Stampede is active, this very well could be UBG's first unblockable ultimate. Very interesting. Anyway, that's all the leaks. Now onto my personal opinions. Honestly, Charge is shaping up to be a top-tier style. It has the potential to be the passive play killer, styles like Kimura were supposed to be, but at the same time, against good players, Stampede could be a pretty big weakness. It's likely that you'll take a massive counter damage spike if they hit you during Stampede's startup, but with how powerful it's looking, I'm all for any counterplay. Once again, it doesn't matter to me if this style is hot garbage or if it's S tier, it's like my own child and I'll love using it no matter what. Drowning pulled and it's going to be a rare, which happens to be the rarity that my main is under, and honestly, my favorite rarity. This has been amazing, so thanks again. Anyway, that's all from me. See ya.